Hey guys, all right, I have a couple home projects I'm working on, and I thought, why not film it and share it with you guys in case you might want to do it at your place? Because we all have a little bit of extra time on our hands right now, so why not do some fun stuff around the house? All right, so here's one thing that I had an idea about just the other day. If you look, this is my dining room. It's kind of small, but as you can see on the wall, we have some empty space here on either side of this lovely painting, okay? So what I want to do is on each side, right about here, I want to put up a little like candle wall sconces, all right? So I shopped for them online and they're pretty expensive. It's like 75 bucks each, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make my own. So the first thing you want to do is take a couple old frames. Any frame will do. I picked two of them that look kind of like this, only they're a little bit smaller. They're 5x7, or they hold a 5x7 picture, okay? And a while ago I painted these. I got these at like, I don't know, TJ Maxx or something like that for $4, whatever. And I was going through my shabby chic phase, so I painted it white. See, a little shabby chic white. But I want to paint them brown so they match the frame that this painting is in. On to the next step. Get a couple frames, all right? Doesn't have to be exactly like this one, any size you want. But I suggest around a 5x7 type of frame. So here's what I did, kind of fast forwarded this, but I went ahead and painted these two matching frames a brown. It's a little shinier than I wanted it to be, but it'll do, okay? So that's what it looks like. I got two matching frames. So again, you want to get two matching frames like this. And you can paint them whatever color you want. I don't care. So the next step was I went to the hardware store and got my hardware for the rest of it, okay? And these I picked up at my local hardware store, Anawalt. You can get them anywhere. They are like L brackets, supports for fencing or whatever it is you might be using these for. But these are going to be my candle holders, okay? So these are going to go right up against the wall, right over here on this side, and the same thing on the other side, right? They have big holes in there, so of course, in order to keep those in the wall, you have to get your washers, all right? So that'll hold it into place, hopefully, when I put it together in the wall. The first thing you want to do after you've gotten all this stuff and you're getting it ready, you gotta measure. Measure, measure, measure. And they say measure once, measure twice, and then measure a third time. So I measured for my top hole in each one of these right over here. There's my top hole over here, and I got another hole right over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these up. Double check your measurements, all right? And make sure that these are even and they're level. You can use a leveler. You know what a leveler looks like. And it doesn't have to look pretty on this side because the top part's going to be covered up by the frame, all right? So it's just the bottom part. You want to make sure that that's nice and flat. And use those washers and the washer locks, all right? And I'm just using like drywall screws to go in here, and those should be fine, all right? Because it's not going to be too heavy. So here we go. Put that one in here. That's pretty secure, okay? Remember, we're not gonna hang anything really heavy from there. It's literally only gonna be a candle sitting on top of this, all right? So that should be pretty darn good. Look, that's pretty even. The bubble's right in the middle. It doesn't look like that on camera, but trust me, it is. All right, now I'm gonna do the next one. It turned out this one needed an extra washer and nail because it's not terribly secure. But again, don't forget that we're not going to have a lot of weight on here, so it's not going to be too bad, hopefully. Here we go. All right, that should be secure enough. Next thing we're going to do is hang the frames, I think. Okay, here we go. I wanted to show you this real quick, what I'm doing with the frames, because it's kind of cool. And I looked all over for this little piece, and it took me forever, but you can find it at your local glass cutter's place. You know, go to a mom and pop glass cutting place in your neighborhood. Support the local community and the local economy, all right? So in this frame, initially was a piece of glass, obviously, a little piece of glass for the frame in there. and then the cardboard to hold it in place. All right, you see that? But what I got was 5x7 pieces of mirror. That way, when the candle is up against it, you see 2 of them. All right, and it adds to your light. So I put the mirror right into there, and make sure to put my 2 little pieces of cardboard so it's nice and tight. And now my frame is ready. Okay, so I'm gonna hang that. Ooh, I need to clean that. That's a little dirty. So the next thing I want to show you is when I put my frame up, it was sort of wobbling back and forth, all right? And you don't want it askew in any way because you want it to sit flat. So what I did was in the top corners and the back side, I put these little stoppers. They're like the felt bottoms you can put on the bottom of chairs, you know, so they can slide around easier and don't scratch up your floor. That's what I got, all right? So I doubled them up and put them on the back here, 1, 2 on top of each other. So now when I hang it up, it sits flush up against the wall. And you can put them on the bottom. It doesn't matter where you put them. And if you don't have any of these, you can just use something that sticks on there because you're not gonna see it. So let's put them up, watch. All right, so that fits right on there. And it fits nice and snug up against the wall, totally flat. And then I take my candle, here's my candle, and that goes right there. So now you have a little candle in your wall. Isn't that pretty? Now I gotta get batteries in there because it's dead. I'm gonna put the next one up, and then I'm gonna show you the finished product. Look how it looks. Now I can't really tell because it's kind of light in here. It's still daytime. So it'll look better at nighttime when the light kind of shines off of the mirror, okay? But take a look. See, there's one over there, and there's the other one. So the overall picture kind of looks like that. Isn't that pretty? You don't have to use the exact same frames. You can change them up. You don't have to paint the frames, and you don't have to necessarily put mirror inside there. I just kind of liked it because it reflects the candles a little bit. And again, price-wise, those were about $6 each. The frames, I don't know, those are so old. You can just get any frame in your closet. The candles I already had, the L brackets were about $4.99 each. And washers, 10 cents each. It's a really cheap project, you guys. Unless you go all out and you want to spend a lot of money. But you don't have to. Isn't that pretty? Very nice. All right, you guys, that's it for project number 1. We'll see you again for project number 2 or 3, whichever one I decide to do first. All right, you guys, see you later.